In the kingdom of Larkspire, people trusted the night. The moon laid a silver road across the river so fishermen could steer home. Princess Ilara had loved that road since she was small. Moonlight made the world feel gentler. This year, gentleness felt thin. Drought pinched the valley, and the river showed its stones like knuckles. Worse than thirst was the quiet weakening of Queen Mare, who smiled through her fatigue. King Rowan tried to rule with steady hands, yet Ilara saw the worry hidden in every pause. One evening, Ilara sat beside her mother's bed as the castle grew still. Mare's fingers were cool. "You've been watching the moon again," the queen murmured. "It doesn't change," Ilara said, clinging to that thought. "The moon changes," Mary whispered. "It waxes and wanes. It borrows its brightness. Remember that, little star, when you wish for more than the world can spare." The next day, a sealed letter arrived from the Moonlight, an old astronomer who lived at the forest's edge. Ilara entered the council room to find the king reading with a furrowed brow. Before he could hide the page, she glimpsed a line that snagged her mind. When the moon is troubled, the waters forget their paths. That night, while the castle slept, Ilara slipped into the rosemary garden and crossed to the oldest fountain, a dry stone bowl carved with moths and lilies. As a child, she had discovered its secret. Under full moonlight, the basin filled with luminous darkness that rippled like velvet. The Moonlight had once found her there and warned, "Some gifts are not meant to be held." Now the air hushed as if listening. Silver moths gathered on the rim. Ilara knelt and spoke upward. "I need you," she said, "just for one night. I will return you before sunrise. I swear it." High above, the full moon flickered. A thread of brightness loosened, condensed, and fell into Ilara's hands as a glowing sphere, warm and heavy with impossible light. A word brushed her mind. "Borrowed? I swear." Ilara repeated, wrapping the moon in her cloak. She hurried through shadowed corridors to her mother's chamber and set the sphere on the table. Silver light washed the room. Corners softened. Mare's breathing eased. Mare's eyes opened, fear cutting through relief. "Ilara, what have you done?" "Borrowed something bright," Ilara whispered. "Only until sunrise." "The moon is not a lamp," Maestre said hoarsely. "It is balance. A gift taken from the sky leaves an empty place." Outside, the empty place widened at once. Wind rose and rattled shutters. From the balcony, Ilara saw the sky wearing a pale ring where the moon belonged. Below, the river ran blind, its current tugging in wrong directions. A fisherman's lantern bobbed, tipped, and vanished. A voice behind her made her flinch. "Your Highness." The Moonlight stood in the doorway, robe drawn tight, eyes bright as flint. He looked past Ilara to the wrapped sphere. "You took it from its post." "I did it for my mother," Ilara pleaded. "She's fading. I thought light might help." "I know what you hoped," he said, "but need does not rewrite the laws that hold the world together. The moon steadies waters and guides creatures of night. Without it, everything that trusts its pull will drift." "I promise to return it." "Then keep your promise properly." He pointed toward the dark forest. "Carry it to Starwatch Ridge. There is a stone cradle older than your kingdom. Set it there and let the sky take it back. Go now." Ilara rushed to her mother's bedside. Mare's hand found her sleeve. "Do it," the queen whispered, "and come back as yourself, not as someone trying to be the sky." Ilara kissed her mother's forehead. "I'm coming back," she promised, then ran. The forest swallowed her in cool shadow. Moths drifted ahead like a faint constellation. The moon warmed her chest through the cloak. The farther she climbed, the heavier it felt, not like stone, but like responsibility. Below, the river's confused roar followed her. Starwatch Ridge was bare stone under a thinning night. 3 pale pillars curved upward, forming a bowl open to the heavens. Ilara stepped into the cradle and unwrapped the moon. It shone brighter here, as if it recognized home. Far east, the horizon bruised from black to violet. Sunrise approached. For a heartbeat, Elara wanted to keep the light, to keep her mother's easier breathing, to keep the feeling that she could hold the world steady. Then she pictured the fisherman's lost lantern and the river's wrong pole. She understood that love was not permission to unbalance everything else. She lifted the moon above her head. Her arms trembled. "I returned what I borrowed," she said, voice shaking but clear. "Forgive me for thinking the world could be held in my hands. Let my wish be smaller. Let me be brave enough to set things right." The sphere rose from her palms as if it had been waiting for the words. It floated between the pillars and climbed into the waiting sky. The empty ring filled. The moon flared once, whole and brilliant, then steadied into its rightful path, laying its silver road back across the river. Elara sank to her knees, shaking with relief. Below, the river's roar softened into its familiar murmur, and the wind became only wind, and at dawn, Elara stumbled back to the castle, cloak damp with dew, hands scraped raw. She rushed to her mother's chamber. Sunlight gilded the curtains. Queen Mare was awake, propped on pillows, eyes clearer than they had been in weeks. Elara halted in the doorway. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I wanted to save you so badly I forgot the world wasn't mine to bend." Mary held out her hand. Elara crossed the room and took it. "You didn't forget," the queen said. "You learned. That is what makes a princess, not a crown, but the willingness to set right what you disturb." Later, some in court called Elara reckless and some called her brave. The Moonlight only nodded. That same week, clouds gathered over Larkspire, as if the sky remembered its old habits. Rain arrived in a slow, steady veil, darkening dust to rich earth and filling the fountain's basin with ordinary water. Elara walked the wet gardens with her father, and even the king's shoulders looked lighter. Elara returned to the balcony each night, but she no longer reached for the sky. She watched the moon travel its patient road, bright with borrowed light, and remembered that the finest magic is the kind returned with care.